Okay, in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice has been given to all members of the governing body, the local source, and the Westfield Leader, the two newspapers designated to receive such notice. This notice is also posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board. Let's start with an invocation from Councilman Messler.
Dear Lord, please watch our first responders and the residents of Mountainside and the children as they go back to school during this difficult time. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, we need a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Martha, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Here.
Councilman Dierkes,
Here.
Councilman Messler,
Here.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Here.
Councilwoman Pater,
Here.
Councilman Turner.
Here.
Okay, let the record also reflect that John Post and Joe Giannuzzi are also here, as well as our clerk, Martha Lopez. So let's start with the approval of the minutes of the regular and executive session meeting on August 18th, 2020.
So moved.
You have a motion, you have a second?
Second.
All the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yeah.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have the work and minutes for the work and executive session meeting on September 1st, 2020.
So moved.
We have a motion, we have a second?
Second.
Okay, Paul, the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have our first resolution. It's 110-2020. Donna?
Resolution 110-2020, whereas the following applicants for plenary retail consumption, plenary retail distribution, and club license have complied with the provisions of RS Title 33 Intoxicating Liquors, C1 Alcohol Beverage Law. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Mountainside, County of Union, State of New Jersey, that pursuant to the statute in such case made and provided that the following plenary retail, plenary distribution, and club license for the period of October 1st, 2020 to June 30th, 2021 be the same and hereby granted. There are 10 restaurants that have applied for liquor licenses. So moved.
Okay, we got a motion. How about a second?
Second.
Okay, Paul, the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have resolution 111-2020. Renee?
Yes, the governing body of Mountainside is aware that Friday, September 18th, 2020 has been declared as POW MIA Remembrance Day. Whereas all Americans everywhere owe a special debt of gratitude and responsibility for remembering and honoring those who have given so much to take all of us free and secure this, our national homeland, and a recognition day is a fitting testament and remembrance for all of us for the sacrifices of our prisoners of wars and missing in action veterans. Now, therefore, be resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Mountainside, that it hereby declares Friday, September 18, 2020 as POW MIA Remembrance Day.
Second.
So moved.
You got a motion? I heard a second.
Yes.
Paul, the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, next we have 112-2020. Bob?
Yes. Basically, this resolution is allowing the borough to come to agreement with the Union County Conservation Center for leaf disposal at a contracted rate of $2 per yard loose and $4 per yard compacted. And we'll get some notifications out when we'll be starting the leaf program. So moved.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Okay, poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
yes,
Okay, next we got resolution 113-220. Deanna?
It looks like we have a refund for 140 for spring soccer. So moved. That's it.
Okay, we have a motion. How about a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
yes,
Okay, next we have resolution 114-2020. Rachel, that's yours.
Yes, Resolution 114-2020, the Borough of Mountainside needs to refund monies to interested parties for overpayment of the current year taxes. The treasurer is authorized to issue refunds for the following reasons. These are for third quarter bank overpayments, and there are also some for those who were appealing their tax assessments. So moved.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion, we got a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
yes,
Okay, next we have resolution 115-2020. Bob, that's yours.
Yes, whereas the Borough of Mountainside through the Mountainside Police Department has provided a special law enforcement officer, Class 2 officer to the Mountainside School District, and whereas the Borough of Mountainside and the Borough of Mountainside Board of Education recognize the benefit of a SLEO 2 program to the residents of the borough and the students, staff, and parents of the Mountainside School District, providing police protection to the students and staff through collaborative approach between law enforcement and the school board that focus on education, prevention, and communication, and information sharing. And whereas the borough, through the Mountainside Police Department, has agreed to assign a special law enforcement officer Class 2 at Beechwood and Deerfield School. And whereas NJSA 40A:65-1 specifically authorizes local government units, including county municipalities, to enter into shared service agreements. And whereas the shared service agreement has been approved by the parties outlined with the responsibilities of each party to the agreement to achieve goals as outlined above, was executed by the Borough of Mountainside and the Board of Education on September 1st, 2020. Therefore, be it resolved that the Borough of Mountainside does hereby acknowledge and approve the renewal of a shared service agreement between the Borough of Mountainside and the Borough of Mountainside Board of Education pursuant to the terms of the agreement. So moved.
Here we got a
second,
motion, we got a second. Let's poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
yes,
Okay, next we have resolution 116-2020, which I'll introduce. Whereas the Borough of Mountainside is a defendant in a lawsuit pending in the Superior Court of New Jersey, captioned Jeffrey Stinner, Christopher Feiner, Amy Colinari, Richard Latarja, Thomas Norton, and James Urban versus the Borough of Mountainside, John and Jane Does 1 through 10, XYZ Corps 1 through 10 in the Law Division, Union County, docket number UNNL 001695-18. And whereas the parties to the lawsuit have engaged in mediation in an effort to determine whether the issues addressed in the lawsuit can be amicably resolved. Whereas the result of such mediation is that an agreement was reached that was recommended by the mediator, the attorneys employed by the borough to defend the lawsuit and the borough's insurance company as being in the best interest of the borough of Mountainside. Whereas the proposed settlement amount is $2,450,000 to be shared among the 6 plaintiffs and their attorney. And whereas the governing body is very much aware that in litigation, there is never a guarantee of the outcome, regardless of how confident we might be that the borough will ultimately prevail in the lawsuit. Whereas if the borough approves such settlement, the borough's insurance company will pay the entire settlement. No taxpayer funds will be needed. Any risk of a jury verdict that would not be covered by insurance is also eliminated. The borough will also avoid substantial future legal costs. Whereas by reason of these facts, among others, the governing body is satisfied that it is in the best interest of the borough of Mountainside to settle the litigation on the terms recommended as a result of the mediation. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and council of the borough of Mountainside that it does hereby approve the settlement of the aforesaid lawsuit on terms resulting from the aforesaid mediation, and that the appropriate borough officials be and they are hereby authorized to sign the settlement agreement. I need a motion for that resolution.
So moved.
Second.
We have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
No.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, so next we go on to bills and claims. I think that would be you, Renee.
That is indeed me. Be it resolved by the mayor and council of the borough of Mountainside that the following bills of the persons named for the amount stated below have been duly audited and found to be correct this 15th day of September 2020. The same be paid after council's review, if and when funds are available, and that the mayor, council president, administrator, and treasurer are hereby authorized and directed to sign and deliver warrants for same, and this is for the amount of $175,214.24.
Second.
We got a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre,
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater,
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
Okay, so next we have council comment.
Mayor, I have a couple, if I'd like to start.
Sure.
With the chief of the rescue squad. He has a statement I'd like to read to all of us. Just like many Mountainside residents, COVID-19 hit us hard. Even with a significant increase in our call volume during the height of the pandemic, uncertainty regarding the virus and its infection rate, and rapid changes to policy, our volunteer EMTs work with no hesitation. To date, not one EMT has asked to be removed from the schedule due to fear of the virus, and not a single 911 call has been missed. Early on, the leadership procured personal protective gear, sanitation supplies, and a UV light to reduce the risk of infection to our members and to our patients. We implemented new guidelines far beyond what the state required, and consulted with a firm specializing in infection control for guidance. With COVID calls slowing down, but the fear of the virus still in the air, we want to remind everyone that we and the surrounding hospitals are doing everything in our power to reduce the possibility of transmission and encourage anyone who needs 911 medical assistance to call. There have been tragedies in our area because of fear of the virus and delay in 911 calls. If you need us, we are here for you. As the days, weeks, and months go on, we continue to train and to update our policies better to serve you and ensure safe practices. Last month alone, we responded to over 34 calls for service, 10 of which were mutual aid calls into our town. Thanks to your donations and constant support, we have purchased and put into service our brand new 2024 F-350 4x4 PL Custom Ambulance. We thank you for your support and the support from the Town Council. We are also looking for new members who are residents of Mountainside. If you are interested in joining, please check our website and get in touch with us. Sincerely, the Rescue Squad. I also want to thank our veterans for purchasing the banner brackets early to allow our graduating seniors a venue to celebrate their 12th and last grade of high school. So thank you to the veterans for purchasing them. We also have a Council Corner announcement. We are excited to announce that our mayor and council are planning to open a time capsule from 1995 this year. We will be opening and sharing its contents at 10 a.m. on October 22nd at the Constitution Plaza, weather permitting. Opening the capsule will serve as a final celebration for Mountainside 125th anniversary. The capsule just happens to be 25 years old. It's likely contains many interesting and sentimental items. If you would like to attend the event in person, information will be posted on the Borough Facebook page. There will be a number of people that will be able to attend. First come, first serve basis. Rachel, we would also like to include some time capsule items for 2020. Can you please help us explain what that will be?
Yes, thank you, Councilwoman. So once we empty the time capsule from 1995, we would also like to fill the time capsule with items from 2020. We want to welcome our residents and all community organizations to participate in providing items to be placed in the time capsule. Some suggestions include photos, letters, news clippings, sports memorabilia, etc., and any significant item from 2020. We're going to place a bin in the vestibule of Borough Hall to collect these items. We ask that you place your item in a Ziploc bag with any necessary information, and please do include your contact information. We're asking all items for the 2020 time capsule to be provided by December 1st. Don't forget to follow the Borough of Mountainside on Facebook for official announcements and updates on this event. We'll also post this information to our Facebook page in the coming days. In addition, I'd like to announce that the Mountainside Restoration Committee will be holding their annual fall plant sale. This will be happening this Thursday, September 17th, through Sunday, September 20th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There'll be a variety of fall plants for sale, and this will be held at the Hetfield House, which is located on Constitution Plaza. So if you could support this annual event, please come out and purchase some fall flowers. Thank you.
Mayor?
Yes.
Just three things basically. Clean Communities Day is going to happen October 17th from 9 till 1. You can pick up bags and gloves over by Borough Hall, over by the First Aid Squad in the morning, and they can assign you areas to clean, or if you have areas you're going to clean, you can tell them where you're planning on cleaning. Also that day in the parking lot there, we'll be having electronics recycling. If you look on the Borough webpage and the Facebook page, you can see the items that will be accepted for the electronic recycling, also from 9 to 1 that day. And just the last thing is the DPW gentlemen are done as of tomorrow, chipping any of the branches that fell out of the trees during the storm a few weeks ago. We know it took a little bit longer than was expected, but they did a good job. They worked hard, and some of the surrounding towns spent over $250,000 doing this cleanup with outside contractors, and we did it at a cost right now of about $1,000 in disposal fees. So it was worth a little bit extra time that having our guys do the work. So they did a good job, and I want to commend them. So that's it.
Mayor, I have an announcement. The library has a new director. Her name is Catherine Brown. She started on September 8th. She was the assistant director in Woodbridge, so I'd like to welcome her to town.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else? I've gotten a lot of requests about what the confirmed cases are in Mountainside with respect to the COVID-19. So I just wanted to share some information with the residents. The Union County Prosecutor's Office, who reports the confirmed cases directly to us, say that they reported 85 confirmed cases from March of 2020 through September 10th of 2020. There were no new cases in August and only one so far in September. The Westfield Regional Health Department reports a little bit different number, that as of September 10th, 2020, there was a total of 168 cases, with 66 being associated with long-term care facilities. The health department figures are slightly higher than the prosecutor numbers because they include probable cases, okay, that are not confirmed by a reliable test. The prosecutor's office only reports the confirmed tests. As we proceed and we have any new cases, I'll report them to the town. But that's where we stand right now, which in my book, we're doing very well. I think we've done the necessary things to make sure that the cases remain low in Mountainside. I do want to stress that with the opening of schools, very important that we make sure that the children are also practicing social distancing and wearing masks. I did hear of at least one party over this past weekend. I know a letter went out from Governor Livingston urging everyone to continue to be vigilant. This is a very important time, especially for the school. I believe they're planning, Governor Livingston is planning on opening up on some limited basis. I know that the Deerfield School, I believe, is also opening up with in-person. Rachel, right, they're going 5 days on and 5 days off?
No, they're going 5 full days, but all in person, half days. The dismissal's at 12:40.
Okay. So we need to continue to be vigilant. We don't want any outbreaks that's going to jeopardize certainly the school opening. Also, the restaurants opening up more than just 25%. So we still need to be vigilant. So we need to wear a mask and practice social distancing. Okay. All right. Anyone else have any council comments? Okay, so let's open it up to the audience.
Rachel, I don't see any public, do you?
At this moment, no, and I just refreshed.
We're on a 10-second delay.
Mhm.
Let's give it a minute. Nothing, guys?
I do not see anything, Rachel, do you?
I do not.
Matt?
No, I do not.
Okay, so at this time, we're not going to have any executive session tonight. So at this point, we need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Second.
Okay, so the meeting is adjourned. Thanks, everyone.